Hi and welcome to day 34 of 101 Days of Winter. Let's get to it because I've got a lot to talk about today. Today's t-shirt, well, really you cannot tell what it's like on the front, but it's a Thomas Giles shirt. I'll try and see if I can get it on the back. And yes. That's today's t-shirt. And today's movie is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. You have no idea how hard it was to pick from the original three of the trilogy for the one that I wanted to pick here. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and the Temple of Doom are so close together. I like them both so very, very much, and it was so hard to pick one over the other. Eventually I just did it. But yes, it was very hard to pick between the three. Raiders of the Lost Ark is my third favourite. But it's still a touch behind the other two. But they're so good. All three movies are so good. And number 4 is just so bad. It's amazing how bad number 4 is compared to the first three, really. And I'm not sure how bad the fourth is if it was on its own, because all of it there's no help but comparing it to the first three. That's just it is what it is. So it's I can't be that objective about it because how much I enjoyed the Indiana Jones films. And then that one was just, no, George Lucas, stop that, don't ruin another fucking franchise. But he did, and we couldn't do anything about it. So yes, I picked The Last Crusade because it's just, for all the reasons why you at home probably have picked The Last Crusade out of all of them. You probably think Temple of Doom is the worst, but you're wrong. Temple of the Doom is awesome. Temple of the Doom. Kalimar, Snake Surprise, Monkey Brains. We are going to die. Brilliant second movie. But I picked the Temple. But I picked The Last Crusade. Some may tell me I have chosen poorly. Some may tell me I've chosen wisely. So yeah, as you can see, maybe the screen will help. Not that very good of a day. It's cold and wet, so I'm closing the freaking door back up. No outside for me. So now is the discussion on the positives of weed, at least the positives for me. This might be an interesting video. Okay, so let's get started. You'd be amazed on what marijuana does for somebody with depression and anxiety. Now, most people, when they smoke, they get tired, they get all giggly, they just want to chill out, relax, just kind of zone out. Me, because it takes the edge off all my depression, off my anxiety, I get talkative. I get an energy boost. Do you know how weird that is? So sometimes it's incredibly weird where I'm smoking to fall asleep and I get an energy boost. It's bad sometimes. Another thing, it can bring light to a very, very dark day. I don't know how to tell you this, but depression can really fucking fuck your day up. not just your day, but more than fuck up your month, your year, and your life, your entire life. But what it's one of the things it can, and that's why drugs are very scary, I guess, is because they can remove a lot of the shit that a lot of the people have. It can be the only way that you feel joy, because you're so fucking depressed that you can't go out anymore, because all your gigs just, you fucking cry in the middle of it, as I've talked about before. And so yeah, it can bring light to a very dark day, so it's an issue. What it does to music is brilliant. It just it somehow makes music just sound even better. I know my personal favourites are more a spacey prog, the stuff that has electronic elements. That just is the bee's knees when it comes to when you're high. That just makes the music seem so good. However, it can make the most run-of-the-mill music also sound really good. Really, it's like, oh, this is my jam. So it's a good thing for that as well. Television and movies, certain comedies, some science fiction as well, really kind of does your head in with the science fiction, and the comedies really tickle your funny bone. And here's the thing, it can make food just the most orgasmic thing on the planet. And not just really good food as well. As in, if you have really good food and then you're high and you have it, oh my, it's just brilliant. However, it can make the most mundane, run-of-the-mill, normal food. Like last night I had 3 pieces of Vegemite toast, and it was delicious. Vegemite toast. Breakfast, essentially. And it was delicious. What else can I say about that? The one thing that I found interesting about it, because it's basically enhanced all those other senses, apart from smell, really, because for obvious reasons. I have fapped while high, and it's not that big of an improvement. It's probably even a decrease. It's the weirdest thing. It doesn't feel that good. I do want to have sex while on it, just to test. As in, I guess to see, really. But as in, I would just like sex because I would like sex, because it's been over 2 years now. But yeah, I would like to try it while high. I think that'd be very interesting. Sometimes it can make you very horny. Not always. It's a very rare occurrence. But the weirdest thing is when you're with the depression and the anxiety that comes off it. If you're in a group of people and you smoke and everybody smokes, you really want to talk. Well, this is just in my case. Basically, all your anxieties, your depression goes away, and you really want to have a good conversation, which is something nearly everybody else doesn't want to do. So, it is what it is. That is one of my sayings. You would have noticed it by now. But yeah, that's the interesting thing about marijuana use with me, is it kind of makes me want to, or cut loose, I guess. It severs the ties, or even kind of just blurs them with depression and my anxiety. So it's always a interesting time, which is why I started smoking every night. It became the highlight of my day every time. So it's a interesting thing to then cut down on, but you have to do it eventually, otherwise, because it got to the point where 3 cones barely didn't. Now I'm back to the time where if I have 3 cones, I'm feeling pretty fucking great. So, yeah. Moderation, I guess, because if you plateau, which will happen, it will happen, it's a shitty kind of thing to have to deal with. But yeah, it's also interesting. It's when I smoke, it's when I'm also the most positive. Like, I have the best outlook on things. Sometimes it's a very weird outlook. Like, sometimes I'm kind of like, I really wish I was smoking when I was with my ex, so we could enjoy this together. And it's a weird thing to kind of want to share with somebody who doesn't want to do it, doesn't want anything to do with you. But that was the weird thing. I'm set up to, I want to share my life, even if it might not be, even if it's a pretty shit life, I want to share it, it sounds weird that I want to basically inflict my shitty world on other people, but there is some good here. There is a lot of shit, but I try not to share the shit, I try to share the good. Because there's a quote that I guess I've kind of lived my life by, and a lot of you are going, oh Todd, you hate those kind of quotes. But it's one quote that I live my life by, and it's, be kind, for everyone you meet is facing a hard battle. And that's it. Be kind to people. Be nice to them. Don't be an asshole, be kind to them. Because everyone has a shit life, some are shittier than others. But you don't bring that shit onto other people. You don't spread it. Maybe I do it bad because I internalize it, but don't put your shit on other people. Be nice to them. Be kind. So that's all I've got to say about that today. So that's it from me today. Was supposed to exercise today, but never got around to it because the day was shitty, so I just wanted to stay in my room. And I watched a lot of things on my computer, and I had pizza for dinner, and Domino's put 9 pieces of pepperoni on an entire pizza. 9. So I'm not happy about that. Gonna watch Superman tonight. All the reviews have been pretty bad to it, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. But yeah, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoy my weed kind of story. But that's it. Tomorrow's therapy, because therapy got moved from yesterday to today. Sorry, today till tomorrow. Blah. And then there's Origin as well. And yeah. That's it. Bye.